Hey, fifth graders. Welcome to another school year. We are excited to use Schoology with you all and wanted to create this video to show you some of the different ways to use it and some of the things that will be most used. So, using your iPad, you'll click the Schoology app with a black background. That one will take you to a Schoology page that looks similar to mine right now. You will be going to Courses first, and you will see less on your screen right now, but this is the one that we are all going to use this year. It says 2020-2021 fifth grade hybrid. This is where you're going to find all of your at-home work. So once we get in, it takes us right to this materials tab. Okay, you'll see a folder for connection days, and then this folder that says fifth grade resources. I'm going to click into this one to show you. In this folder, you're going to find stuff that might be helpful throughout the school year. For example, in the math materials folder, we'll have the homework and remembering pages in case you were to forget your workbook or forget your math assignment at school. These can be opened up and copied right into a notebook, or you can download it, you can print it, whatever you need. We also have a multiplication table in there right now, just a few things, but we'll be adding more. You will be able to see novel study resources shortly. Going back to materials over here. So next up, you're going to see a bunch of folders on my screen. These will not appear in your Schoology until a specific date that it's published. So on the day that you need to access this one, it will pop up in your Schoology. This one is one that we are going to use in school, kind of a little training and practice for your new iPad. So you'll be doing that with your classroom teacher in school. This is what your average weekly folder will look like for everybody. When you click in, you'll see on mine cohort B for Monday and Tuesday, the whole class for Wednesday, and then cohort A for Thursday and Friday. You will only see what is needed for you and your cohort. All right. So cohort B, you start the week with at-home learning. There are some things in here for you to try if you can get on, but nothing that is required. We know some of you don't even have your iPads. Let's take a peek at cohort A's because they do have work that they will learn about. So for an example, I want to show you just how to do a couple of things. You're going to see, first of all, this little check mark. Okay, we put those in to help you know how much work you've completed. So if you go in and you read or complete whatever task it is, that check mark will turn green for you. But what we have found is that you might need to use this little button to refresh your page in order to see that green check mark. So don't worry if it doesn't show up right away. All right, let's pop into this morning meeting folder just so I can show you an example. So daily, you're going to have these morning messages, whether you're at school or you're at home and you're finding them on Schoology. There's always a short little message from the fifth grade teachers for you to read, a to-do list, and some type of writing prompt for you to share. So this one says, "Good morning, I will work hard today by ... and you fill in that blank. Right down here at the bottom is where you can write your answer. Okay, so you would click, then you can type your answer. Good morning, I will work hard today by what? However you plan to work hard. You have a couple options down here. If you ever need to post a picture, sometimes you will, there's the file button to find it on your iPad. This little button can help you add a link. This one you likely will not use this year. And this last one is an audio or video recording. So for those of you that have a hard time typing, or maybe you'd like to explain something that you're having a hard time typing, you can click that and you can do audio and video. Whoops, this one, just audio or audio and video. You can choose and you can actually verbally give us your answers. So it is up to you how you would like to use that, if you would like to type or record. All right, I am going to go back to, let's see, this takes me back to week 1 that we were looking at. And then remember, we'll all use the same folder for Wednesdays because we will all be working from home. If I click back on materials, it takes me to this original page. And each week you'll see a new folder, and that will give you the work for that week, kind of like the one we just looked in, right? If we go over here to course options, we will also be using this updates tab, okay? You will see nothing here because it's a brand new course, but in the future, this will be filled up with reminders or links, updates, messages, anything your teachers want to send to you that just kind of goes out as an update that day. So those are the two that you are going to be using most often. Then if we go over to the top right over here, you have a calendar. There's nothing really in the calendar for you right now. We may or may not use it more in the future, but it is there for you as a resource. The next button is this little envelope. You will use this a lot. When I click the envelope, it will give me the option to create a new message. All right. And here is where you can send a direct message to your teacher. This is the easiest way to get a hold of your teacher if you have questions during the week. And then we will get back to you as soon as we can, or at least on Wednesdays when we don't have either cohort with us at school. So what you need to do here is in the to section, you can just start typing your teacher's name, and then that person will pop up and you can type a subject, whatever it is about. Maybe you have a question about a paper, and then type your message. If you need to attach a picture, there are the same options I showed you before. You can upload a file. You can upload a link. Again, you won't really use that button. And then last, some of you will use this. You can give your message to your teacher in audio or audio and video if that is easier for you. Another thing we'd like you to use this message feature is for if you have questions for specialists. So let's say you have a music question. I'm going to type Mrs. Sundberg's name, and there she pops up. Okay. You can tell her that you have a question, and you can type that and send it right to Mrs. Sundberg. So that is one feature of Schoology you will be using quite a bit. Lastly, I'm just going to go back to courses so you can see this course. I think it'll pop up. Yep. There's this notifications button here. If you click into that, you can update some of your email notification settings. This won't affect you as a 5th grader, but it might your parents. So notice I don't have any of these checked. I can check them if I want to get emails, or you can uncheck them and save the changes so that your parents aren't getting an email from everything that happens in Schoology. That is just a quick little Schoology tutorial. We know that there will be a lot more questions and things that pop up as we start using it, but hopefully this is a good way to get you started. If you can get in at home, go ahead and check out Schoology, play around, kind of get used to it, and shortly you will all be Schoology experts. We're looking forward to seeing you soon.